Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Padawan Unlimited, a Star Wars Unlimited trading card game podcast. If this is your first time listening, my name is Gil. I am your recurring host of this one, week by week. We do this non-stop. We haven't taken a break in over a year, right? So, and we're
dedicated.
We're gonna keep that train rolling. Today, I am joined by the return of the Rob.
Hello, everyone,
and the on his way back to my good side, Corey. How you doing?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Did you guys talk about how Gil just or Gil how Corey was just eliminating McClunky left and right?
Yeah, he just spiked the tournament for us, just breaking our hearts.
You know, I mean, look, I took out some McClunky players at the last PQ too. So,
see, I don't like that because we're supposed to represent a team. But we're not legally a team. I don't know how to say. Either way, guys, stop playing decks that beats our decks. Only our decks. Sorry, Sean. Okay.
Hey, I was playing a meta deck.
No, that's fair. You were playing Boba Day Default. I know. I can't believe that. Okay. So anyway, now that we've decided that you guys aren't gonna do that anymore. So get off Palp, Corey and Rob. Stop playing Boba Day Default. Let's go into just some logistics. Okay, so we are following up on some of the raffle stuff from last month. I have pulled up. So this one is going to be from the episode 62. So we're already on like episode 65 or 66. I forget sometimes. This one is for either a Cunning Aspect pin or the Galactic Championship Metal Shield token. So I have this. I'll show that here. It's an open package. Usually I try to keep it unopened, but this one was just opened, so sorry about that. And then the shield token from the Galactic Championships in its original plastic. So that's if you're a collector, that's good for you. We're gonna pull from the same pool. So let's see. The first one is Thykrill. Congratulations, Thykrill, for winning the Cunning Aspect pin. Woo! And then number 2, let's get rid of the shield token. But also, by the way, thank you for your support as always. We love to help everyone out. That helps. Mr. Trombone.
Yeah.
Congratulations on winning
guys.
the shield token. Did Trombone win something in the past? I don't want it to come up. I don't remember. But what makes me what concerns me is that people think like we're only giving it to the same people over and over again. Not that, but congratulations, Mr. Trombone.
Spread it out.
Yeah,
Mr. Trombone.
Yeah, it is.
That's one heck of a name.
Yeah, no, it's a cool name. Thank you. I actually wrote Shield Bone on the thing. No, he's winning the shield token. Congratulations to you. I will ship that out. I'm typically pretty good within the next couple days. You usually get it within a week or two. I'm not like one of those people who takes 4 weeks. Like, you're going to get your product. And join the Discord if you can. Also, random logistical note, because we are going to be talking about a variety of different topics. I know that I've been neglecting the Patreon in terms of like just content specifically for Patreon members. Not that anyone said anything, but I know that I've neglected it in one way or another, or not producing content enough for that. So I'm starting to do that as well. You've seen a deck tech recently. We put a video out there that is early access for even some of the free people. Like somebody, if you're just joining for free, you get that as well. It's a sealed strategy video that is pre-releasing now. Then the masses will get it in like a week later or a couple days later. So check it out if you so desire. Also join our Discord. It's pretty active. I'm actually really happy about that. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah,
it's very good.
It's active every day. Like there's tons of messages.
Yeah,
we get a lot of discussion in each different of the channels. We got a bunch of channels talking about different deck formats as well as.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's been a lot of talk in Twin Suns recently.
Yeah.
Today, actually.
What I really like is that the community, I think that's what we try to have, right? We try to have like a positive, upbeat, like welcoming to especially newer players and newer CCGs, like so it's not intimidating for everyone. Like it's really nice that we hadn't really had to moderate because everyone's been pretty chill. Everyone's been pretty courteous and everything like that.
And
so,
everyone's eager to help each other, which is great. Like no one's trying to hide their
lists.
secret sauce.
Yeah, that's true. When we're playtesting, it's like an open playtest, and just people are like, here's the list. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And like we gotta give our feedback and stuff. So I really do like that. And thank you, Corey, for organizing a little bit better. It was getting, since it's kind of popular, like it's getting a little cluttered, and so thank you for organizing.
Find the things you're looking for.
Yeah. All right. So enough logistical stuff. People are tired of hearing me vamp, probably. Let's go over to the collection segment. What do you got for us, man?
Well, I don't know if you guys got any new things added to your collection, but we are getting new things added to the spoiler season because we are fully committed into the spoilers. Yeah, we are in now. And so Soup Racers did some spoilers. We got some more spoilers on the FG streams. And a bunch of them came out. Strictly Casual is another channel or a group of content creators that got some spoilers. I didn't know if you guys had one specific that you wanted to, point out, but an early one that caught my eye from Super Racer specifically was Bo-Katan. I thought the Bo-Katan unit 9 cost blue heroism 8/8, but when played, you're giving each enemy unit -3/-3 for the phase. So it's kind of like what Snoke is doing, but with even more. And then when an enemy unit is defeated, give an experience token to a friendly. So it's not even just doing one thing; it's doing two things. Like
she's only a rare too on top of it.
Right. It's there's some crazy big power units coming in this set that looks real scary. So
yeah. Well, me as the filthy Fett player, Top of the Summit looks bananas.
Is that a rare card or is it uncommon?
That's also a rare, I believe.
It's also rare.
Also rare.
So tell us what they do.
So Top of the Summit is a plot card. So you'll flip it at 5 cost. You'll flip it when you flip your leader.
Yeah, that's what plot does. It's a new keyword for anyone who's just listening. Yeah, cool.
Yep. So plot is when it can be in your resource row. And like Smuggle, except you're only allowed to play it when you flip your leader, when you deploy your leader. So what it does is it does 3 damage to each damaged unit, which is absolutely bananas with Boba, because you can flip Boba, you ping 4 different things as long as you flip them onto a vehicle. So do 1 damage to 4 different things. And then you play this out of your resource row and do another 3 damage to it. Like on turn 5, if you ramp early and you get him going even earlier, this will wipe a board. And then he's already doing indirect damage, which you might be distributing to your units because you don't want to put it to base. So now it's like, okay, that stuff's damaged, and then you're going to do 3 damage to everything on the board. It's just going to be
or even the
bonkers.
It adds value to even some of the older cards. For example, War Juggernaut. War Juggernaut.
War Jugs comes back
useful again. And that card, that hyperspace card or hyperspace spoil, you might actually see an uptick in value if you're trying to invest or try to card flip a little bit.
IG 2000 is also a good one because you're IG 2000 because when you play that, you're hitting 3 things individually, and then
you can play that the turn before to be something for Boba to flip onto.
Again, so if you're watching the market, the IG 2000 is actually a prestige card. It has a higher tier. Yes. So if you're talking about the serialized cards, the tier 1, tier 2, prestige from Jump to Lightspeed, and they're not reprinting those, at least the prestige versions. So
there's going to be also a sector or regional, which one? I forget which one it was, but there's going to be another version of IG 2000.
Oh yeah. It's the sector, I think.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. So that's a great card, Rob. Sorry for interrupting you.
No. But in relation to like collection and prices right now, anything that card specifically, I think is going to affect a lot of cards that do ping damage. So like you mentioned, War Juggernaut in the red-green shell, anything that is going to be dealing damage or indirect damage is going to get a second look again, and you might see prices spike on those because that card combined with Boba and then putting out more cards that put out more ping. You don't have to play it as a plot card from your row. You can just play from hand for 5. So it has a lot of value. And I think once Overwhelming Barrage rotates out, it's not a direct replacement because I think probably the closest analog to that is going to be Craving Power, but I think you're going to see this probably slot in where Overwhelming Barrage was in that deck, because it's just that good.
I think when we were predicting in the past, like we always try to do like what cards do we think are going to be valuable, right, in the next set from previous sets. So 100% agree with you. There's even some cards like in red, like Grenade Strike.
Yep. Or run that one too.
Unlimited Power might actually mean something as well if you're playing double red, like, and that's like a legendary. So like there's just a bunch of other cards that may be valuable. So Corey, by the way, so what do you think about that? Like, do you think that card's really good? Do you think it's gonna matter, or like, are you more excited about something different? What other cards? What you might be excited?
I think that's gonna be a cool card, and being able to play it out of the plot with plot, meaning from your resource row, is great. Is going to be important to have those options now, I think, with this set.
Yeah, because, well, it's particularly this set right now, but then particularly after rotation, because plot is effectively going to be taking the place of smuggle.
Right. So you do want to have
like similar
options.
Mechanics. Yeah. So, it's not exactly the same, but it's close. So like a lot of these cards in particular, I think that the ones that are going to be very impactful on the flip are going to be ones that have a very big impact, like the one we were just talking about, Top of the Summit, or plot cards that I think are inexpensive, so that you can play multiples of them, and they have a big effect on the board in terms of like being able to stack them on either a leader, like as an upgrade, or
before we get too deep into technical stuff about it. No, it's okay. I just want to talk about like other values of other cards. So for example, some leaders might become a little bit more viable, like Darth Vader from set 1, right, with the ping as a red leader.
For this set.
Mace Windu from Twilight of the Republic becomes potentially a little bit more viable as a thing. Bo-Katan Kryze, Trench, like, so think about showcase prices. In that sense, because if you think you want to invest, and this is my opinion, right? If you think you're going to want to try to get the cards while they're at lower value so you can sell them for $20-$50, I don't know how, it might be worth thinking about, like, looking back at all the leaders that can do ping damage, because you could get some short-term gains.
There's some really great cards and combinations that are coming up that people are still discovering, and there's some other cards. I don't know, like, Gil, did you have a specific unit card or event card that you were excited for that you've seen? Because there's a couple of leaders I do want to mention real quick.
If that's okay, I'm going to go into leaders because we talked about unit cards specifically. But the new Satine Kryze.
Oh man,
I've talked about it in the past.
His love for Obi is overflowing.
My love for Obi overflows into his love for other people. So I just think that leader is just like, it's, first of all, I think that leader is gonna be a gorgeous showcase. They haven't revealed it, but just the art so far on that leader card is really good, and I'm gonna get that. Like,
Satine in general, like, she was like, lore-wise, she was someone who was very interested in the arts of Mandalore and that kind of stuff. So, like, I have a feeling there's going to be some interesting treatment to that one.
Oh yeah, I hope so. If there is, either way, I'm gonna pay top dollar for that one. I don't care. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Or I'll trade anyone who's out there who wants to trade, because I do have stuff for that. But I just like that leader because it seems to open up a different kind of avenue for the game, and which means that other cards that were not necessarily like really playable, like Satine Unit, that is a legendary from set 3. It's only like 60, so there's only like 60 something cents, might become a $2 card or $3 card. Heck,
I could definitely see it pumping up at least 100% for sure.
People are gonna try it.
It's probably gonna get into the like $3 to $4 range if I had to guess.
So I don't know. Like, you talk like 400-500%
well,
right there. Like,
maybe hyperspace foil, $3-5.
Sure, we're going there for those. But the regular unit, the regular card, it's a legendary, sure. But like, I still like. How does it go beyond like $2? Like, I don't see that happening too quickly.
If the deck gets popular,
if it gets popular,
it's really gonna spike.
Yeah, sure. I think
so.
Hopefully, in your case, Rob. Hopefully, that's true.
Let's mark this
like
down.
3 sets of them.
All right, let's mark this down. So, I put in the Discord that I think she's gonna. No. I put like 350 probably max for like in terms of value of just like the regular card. I'm not talking about the hyperspace or anything. I think 350 is where we're gonna hit. I'll give this to Rob. I think you're also high on her like me. What do you think her value of a regular card like is gonna be?
Yeah, I mean, like we're splitting hairs here because, like I was saying, like $2 to $3 earlier, right? Is that what I said, or did I say 3 to 4?
I don't know. Let's say two. Let's say you're saying 250, right?
Yeah, say split the difference. Call 250.
All right, I'm Gil. Corey, you think it's gonna go like to like $1?
No, I mean, I still think it's gonna do well potentially, but like if we're talking, it's gonna be skyrocketing 500%. That's nuts to me. I think
yeah, I don't think so. The other thing
you're at 200%, you're at like what $1.80, so like $2 maybe at your top end.
Yeah,
but again, if it does really really well, then yeah, like sure we could see.
Yeah, so like on the outside here though, it's like if it does do really well, I don't think it's gonna crest like $12 though, because it's only going to be for this next set because she'll go out of rotation because she's from the first 3 sets.
Yeah.
So there's going to be that kind of like give and take of, it's going to be viable for this competitive season, and then like that's it.
Yeah, gotcha. Well,
this is a cool idea. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay. It's a cool idea.
Talk about on Discord a little bit the ideas behind what you're doing with, because that Satine unit, if you didn't know what it does, is it as an action it gives all of your friendly units mill power.
No, it gives all units, not just friendly.
Oh, all units. All units. Yeah. Okay. So all units mill power. So basically when you tap her, you're saying your opponent's deck is getting milled based off of their remaining health divided by half, right?
Yeah, half of the remaining health of the unit that you exhaust.
So the combo that people were saying is like, because Satine leader is a 0-8, which I don't know. A 0-8.
0-8 like restore 4.
Right. Restore 4. I still think you should be able to heal with her on the flip side. But if you use the Satine power, because she's got a 606, I think.
Yeah, she's a 06, the unit.
So you're doing, just between those 2 units, you're milling 7 cards, which is crazy.
You won't be able to do it with Satine the turn that she flips unless you place her the player the turn before. But that feels a little bit dangerous because like you put her out. You put her out kind of like flapping in the breeze because she costs 4.
And then
but before we get too technical of what's going to happen, there are different like avenues, creative things that you can do with these cards and leaders, at least for a temporary amount of time, which potentially increases or decreases the value of certain cards. We're going to go back to this in 3 months, November.
Yep.
And we're gonna look at the prices look like, and then we'll see who wins. So now that we've kind of talked about some of the new cards that are out and their impact on the market, maybe some play, let's go over to the meta segment. Rob, what do you got for us?
Well, so in case you guys haven't seen, the signups for sectors in the U.S. and regionals in Europe sectors in Europe have all gone up. Apparently, Munich sold out in an hour. So that was for that sector over there. The regional in Spain, right, is still I think still might have.
I think it wasn't working. I think the registration
that's what it was. Yeah, they said it wasn't working. That's what it was.
So
yeah, but the as of the stream earlier today, there's still slots available in the Portland and Philadelphia one. They said they were both around like 350 right now. But what's interesting, if you guys haven't been following along, is that the Philadelphia sector specifically is going to be a limited sector qualifier. So if those of you who don't know what limited is, that is effectively our sealed format. So you're going to get 6 packs of cards and you have to build a 30 card deck out of that, and you're playing with that. This day 2, if you qualify, I believe goes to draft. So Gil, probably well timed with your limited strategies or sealed strategies video going up. So if you haven't subscribed, check it out. Nice little plug there for you.
Love it.
But I did want to kind of talk about this because I think locally, I was speaking with some of the weekly play people, and I think we're going to see an uptick, particularly locally, in limited format weeklies because people are going to want to practice for this. So for those of you who don't know, it's on the one in Philadelphia is on October 10th. So it's it's almost exactly a month now today. It's exactly a month today. So we have a month to prepare for this. Normally I only end up playing limited kind of during the pre-release events. So we got a little bit of practice there, but for this,
or 11th. Sorry,
it's the 10th. Oh no, it's the 11th and 12th. It's the 11th and 12th.
Okay. I was like, wait, is it start on Friday?
It's Saturday and Sunday. So the 10th is the Friday. It's the 11th and 12th. But typically we get a little bit of this when it comes time to do the pre-release tournaments, and then it kind of falls away. But now that this is becoming part of the regular competitive scene, because while they haven't specifically said this, I do have a feeling that at Galactic Championships there's going to be they've mentioned that they want the Galactic Champion to be kind of a master of SWU in all forms. So it's not just going to be Premier. I have a feeling there's going to be at least some sort of limited format that's going to be part of that. Part of the event going forward. This is just speculation on my part, mind you. But I think it's going to be really interesting. And leader wise and card wise, I think it's going to be playing these things and practicing these things in pods with people that you play with weekly is going to be really important.
Yeah,
I think the important part of that is being able to recognize patterns. It's with this set specifically.
Yeah, and this set I felt is kind of a little weird for sealed because of the force aspect to it. Like all the bases are lower health, and then a lot of cards focus in on using the force. But if you don't draw the engine to do that, you have to kind of know when to position out of that.
I think there's a large sentiment out there that this format or this set specifically for limited is very spiky. And what I mean by that is that, like, if you got the juice, you're not losing.
You get it
ever. But if you don't, even middling, if you get some of it but not, you're gonna lose pretty much the entire time. And maybe this is without every card game, but this one I think the sentiment particularly is that it is very hard to win if you're not getting all the good cards that are using are so or leader or good leaders. Some leaders
there have been
really
PQs and events already that have been limited ones, and you can see that there's some leaders that are kind of rising to the top, right?
Yeah. So
I do think with this set, specifically, you need to have great synergies because if you have the synergies, it doesn't matter if you have the big cards or not. Because there was a deck, it was a Grand Inquisitor deck that was played in a sealed event that I saw that was just wrecking everything. It had corrupted lightsaber, which is also a -2 on attack. And so when you attack, you put on Grand Inquisitor and you attack something, you don't die. You don't take any damage. It's like whatever, you just kill everything and don't take any damage.
Yeah.
And then it's got the 1/5 with Raid 3 or whatever that card is in yellow. And then you have which yellow has that waylay equivalent, right?
Yeah,
that uses the force.
Yep.
That and it didn't have the big stuff that you'd expect, as far as Anakin's and constructed lightsaber and stuff. But it was wrecking things because it just didn't. Their units weren't dying, and Nameless is just wrecks things. You got to kill Nameless.
Nameless Terror.
Nameless Terror.
It's a 4 cost, or it's a 4 cost 3/3 or is it 4 cost? I forget, but it's a 3/3.
I think it's a 3 cost.
It's a 3 cost
3 cost 3/3 that just removes the force as so when
trait. Played, it taps a force unit, and then on attack it removes all force traits from the units for that phase. So it's it's just crazy because you mentioned earlier, you have to get force in this set, right? If you're not getting force, you're way behind, and that card just wrecks that.
So let's talk about the so Grand Inquisitor can be viable. In this scenario he requires really strong synergistic cards in the yellow format, in the yellow or cunning card pool. Real quickly, however the top leaders at this point, let's each name one. Rob, you already kind of rattled off a list, but let's each name one. So let's use so you said 2. So Obi and Snoke. Corey, what do you think is the top leader?
Well, I mean, Talzin's going to be good also.
Talzin? I think that if you can, I'll go the off meta like side of this. I think that if you draw the right amount of Jedi, Kit Fisto is going to be
Kit Fisto. I mean, we saw that with Rob's
Kit Fisto can be really powerful, especially if you're drawing Jedi in hiding, the Jedi Star double jet, like 2 or 3 Jedi Starfighters. If you get the Kiadi and then the 4 drop and then a Mace Windu on the 6 drop, right, and just the red and then like some other Jedi, like as long as you're getting Jedi, which happens,
Jedi Knight, then you get the Saber. Yeah, it's great.
You're gonna.
I mean, if we're talking about like a little off, I think. I mean, what's his name? Cal Kestis has been my favorite sealed leader. I always look for Cal as first. Like if I can build a Cal deck, that's my favorite to start with.
Well, so let's talk about that a little bit more. Why do you think? So, Rob, before we go to you, Rob, to talk about Cal, Corey, why do you think that? Why do you go for Cal?
Like the tempo stuff you can do with him, as far as you're constantly exhausting things. You're exhausting, and you can usually get the things exhausted that you want exhausted. So it does require, it does not require, but it says, his leader says your opponent gets to choose a ready unit and exhaust it, like when you use his power. So you do want to try to finagle it so that way you're getting to exhaust the things that you want to exhaust, but you're tempoing that the play, and yellow is just all about that, right? It's all about those events, those tricks, and so getting him to be able to do that constantly and effectively, it puts you real far ahead. And like yellow blue has been real cool with him in sealed, from what I've experienced anyway.
Yeah, and I think you hit on it. He's a very great tempo leader. The fact that he flips on 4, like, yeah, he's only a 3/4, but if you happen to get a Saber in his colors and you can put it on him, it makes him very strong. But the other thing is that you have to think about like when you're using that ability. You're using that ability particularly very early. It means that your opponent gets to choose one thing to exhaust. Well, guess what? They probably only have 1 or 2 things to exhaust. So you're able to very easily tempo on the turn that he flips on turn 3. You're effectively getting to exhaust 2 things. Not going to even talk about the fact that you get a Lothcat.
Yeah. I think another leader that is good, especially if you get the right blue cards, Ahsoka. If you get Ahsoka with like the bolstered endurance and like Jedi
itinerant
warrior, Jedi Guardian specifically, if you get that card, like it's really hard to punch through, because at 5 cost you use the Force, he turns on Sentinel, and he's just a big body that's really impossible to get.
It's harder
through.
When you attack him.
Yeah, he hits harder when you attack him. He gets a +2, and he already starts off at like 4 or something like that. Like it's just,
is he the 4/8? Is that what he is at 5?
Something like it's brutal with Ahsoka, because she just puts the body in front of you, Sentinel, and then she could keep doing that, like turn after turn after turn, right? And behind that, there's probably maybe if you get lucky with a rare Yaddle or a Ezra Chirrut, for example.
If you Chirrut, just Chirrut.
Double
if
Sentinel
you draw
things.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay. Any other leaders we think might be, different interesting combinations might be viable?
Okay, or like with sealed, like I think it really comes down to what you get in your sealed pool, right?
Yeah.
Like, are you getting the leaders that you want? First of all, like sometimes you won't get an Obi or a Snoke or Talzin or whatever, and so you have to kind of pivot. But I think any leader, as long as you get the synergies, has been good. Like Reva, what's third sister?
Yeah, third sister.
She can be good.
Yeah. I think what's funny is like in the past, I feel like you've been drafting for leaders a lot of times because you're like, I want that ability. And it's not to say that there aren't those leaders that you want that ability in this set. But to your point earlier, Gil, is that there's a lot of synergy. So you're almost more like, here's the cards that I have, and here's where the best synergies exist. What leader do I have that can support that? It's a little bit I think it's almost a little bit more in reverse this time because this set is so dependent upon getting synergies with your cards.
Yeah.
You know, you draw a bunch of lightsabers. What colors do I have that those lightsabers are in? Okay, let me see if I can build something out of that. You know, do I have a leader that matches? Okay, it may not be the best, but if I throw a lightsaber on it, who cares, right?
Yeah, because there's no like removal. In that sense,
Yeah, there's almost none.
like upgrade removal. There's removal in that like protect the pod, crushing blow, whirlwind, drain essence.
It's worse.
It's worse if you have
Shatterpoint.
Yeah, if you get all the way up to 7.
Shatterpoint. Yeah, there is removal, but not upgrade removal specifically. So if you get the upgrades,
That's why that Whirl Whisper with a what the heck? I can never remember this card, the yellow Waylay card.
I forget off the top of my head too.
Yeah.
So leave it in
that card, that's great. Yeah, definitely. Tell us.
Tell us in the comments. I forget. And we don't want to research it live. All right. Any final words before we move on to the next segment?
I would just ask you, Gil. What do you think wins Phillies? What leader do you think is going to be there at the end?
Oh my god,
that's so good.
It could be anything.
It's. I mean, the top 8 at that point gets the draft, right? So you don't really know, right? I think obviously, it's just gonna like. If the trends come out, then once we get to day 2, it's probably gonna be overwhelmingly Talzin, like overwhelmingly. You're gonna see a spattering of the other ones, and maybe you'll see like a handful of onesies of like the other leaders. But because it gets the top 8, and it's draft. That's a tough call because you're not building their deck. You have to like get it. I think that's where we're gonna be surprised. 100%. We're gonna be surprised there. It's gonna be something wild. Like,
and the strategies for that are gonna be interesting because you have to hate draft at that point.
Well, that's the thing. It's like you have to hate draft. That's the crazy thing to me. It's like, because it's like, okay, what leaders did I get? All right, now I have to know what my pool is, but then also what, look to my left and to my right. What can I not give to my opponent? What is the card I can?
And hate drafting is basically saying like, I'm gonna take a card that's not good for me because I know it's good for someone else.
Yeah.
And then,
it's like it's like I see a protect the pot in there. I see my opponent's playing green. I'm like, I gotta steal that. I can't let that go.
I mean, here's what I'll do. If for some reason I get the top 8 and there's a draft. And it's a top 8 for drafting. I'm not even gonna hate draft. I'm just gonna get all the cards I want. Oh, I got a showcase. I'm playing it. It's Morgan Elsbeth. Okay. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Or like, it's a legendary card that no one plays. Whatever. I'm gonna take this because at that like I'm not a shark. There's no way I'm gonna beat those guys. But who knows? Anyway, let's move on to the final segment. Some news came out today, or not to news, but the releasing of the registration and also prizing information for the sector qualifiers and regional qualifiers, which are the top 2 higher tier competitive levels of play for Star Wars Unlimited, the trading card game, was released. And I think the response from the community has been pretty good in terms of what's being provided. I will say that I think it's better. A lot of the prizing is just better. And stuff, but I'd love to hear your guys' opinions. Do you like it, hate it, wish there was more? We'll talk about sectors first, and then we'll go on to the regional qualifier that's in Bilbao, Spain. I know it's Bilbao. I'm just joking. What do you guys think? Let's start off with you, Rob. What do you think about the sector qualifier, like in prizing and signups and everything?
So I think the VIP packs in both look well worth their value. I'll put it that way. I mean, you're getting your money's worth if you're doing them. Now, I personally am not doing them, but I will say for prizing, when I saw what is in the silver packs for sectors, I was like. I was not thinking. I'm going to be honest. I was not thinking about going to sectors, and I saw the silver packs. I was like, like really, you're gonna go to this? Okay, I guess I'm gonna go to this. Like, it's not all 4. Is it all 4 aspect? Original aspect? Yeah.
Cunning,
like cunning and aggression are in the day 2 packs or something, but like it's vigilance and command in the right.
I mean, there aren't day 2 packs.
Where was aggression and cunning then? Like, because it's
part of the silver
is it
packs,
part of it's all part of the city. Yeah, so like all of the aspects are part of the and the art is really good on that. I was like, really, guys, really, okay, I guess I'm gonna do this. Like those all look really good. There's a new IG, or sorry, not IG, HK47 that looks
There is also
bananas.
a new IG.
Yeah, there's also a new IG. Like there's so many good cards in it. I'm just like, all right, I guess I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
No,
they look fun.
I was very sad about this.
I mean, it's so close. It's like right here in our backyard.
I'll be honest. I'm really bad at limited, so like I didn't
Gotta
really
get
want
that Kit Fisto deck.
Yeah, if I get the deck that I got, in our last limited event, yeah, then I'll be fine. But like I can't guarantee I'm going to draft everything except for Kiati in heroic red plus Kit Fisto. It's just not gonna like I got Kit Fisto's Aether Sprite. No, I had juice in that one.
I do think with limited, it's unfortunate because you do have, the luck of the draw, like we mentioned earlier. But as far as the experience goes, I thought it was very easy. Like you got the link, click the thing. As far as the VIP side, because I did the VIP, had the link, clicked it, then it gave you 4 options. And this was a little confusing. I don't know if you saw or if anyone looked at this, but it was confusing because you're going through Melee and saying, like, select your package. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm selecting VIP. That's what I'm doing. And then when you get there, it's like, oh, there's these different days. I'm like, are they different events? I don't understand. This didn't make sense at first, but they had, because as a VIP, you're going to get a playmat, but it's one of 4 playmats. And you have to select the playmat that you want. So it's a different event that you're signing up for, air quotes here for the listeners. And so if you're selecting the event as a VIP package, you want to make sure you're getting the playmat that you actually want, because they had 4. They had Yoda, Baba Frick,
Ty.
The TIE Squadron, and the Trench Run.
Yeah, and the Trench Run. And the Trench Run was the most popular, absolutely. It filled up, it almost filled up and had more than all 3 of the other ones combined at one point. So
if you're,
so that I think,
okay,
go ahead, Joe.
No, I think if you're a collector in that sense, get your friends to buy you VIP and get the mats and everything like that, because like they were going out quick, and they're like, I have a feeling that Trench One, people are going to sell it and then make some money back, because the VIP is actually, relatively speaking, I mean, it's, I think
150, right?
No, it's 160. It was like $10 more expensive than last year for the VIP. No, I think more than $10, like $20 or something like that. But you're getting more stuff, like truly more stuff, so the value is there because you also get the registration to come in. And when you mentioned Melee, that is just the Melee.gg is just the platform in which people sign up for these competitive tournaments. It is it's the official platform for FFG's like Star Wars Unlimited program game. And so you have to create a Melee account, which is interesting because that means you can't you'd have to have like multiple Melee accounts if you want to get through this multiple times because you're linked to it. So it also kind of helps against scalpers in that sense, which I kind of like, because now you can't just be buying all the tickets up and then trying to resell them. You're linked to an account, which is great. So sector qualifiers is also, there are 2 locations, right? It's Denver and Philadelphia.
Portland.
What did I say?
Denver.
That's where it was last year.
Yeah, I'm still salty that I'm missing all the West Coast ones. Last year and this year, I couldn't go because of family and friend obligations. Not that I'm salty about that. I'm just like, oh man,
he's totally salty about that.
Yeah, but the other one is in Portland is going to be constructed. So there's actually 2 different formats, right? Premiere,
right? And
that one actually didn't really sell it really at all. Like there's like maybe 200 people that signed up for that right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
I think that's just because it's just I think there's just not a big market out there. It's just in Portland and it's the West Coast and there's not a huge saturation of players unlike the East Coast. And it's not accessible
the
to Europe.
You can get like the west north you can go here. It's like, we're gonna store it in Portland.
All of our Canada people will probably be going there though. Here in BC.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, they'll come down for that, but yeah.
But I think overall, hopefully they run it better. I mean, last year they didn't have some products, And also, they're not going to start off at 2,000 prize wall tickets, which is an entire pricing situation going on. So that's good. Hopefully, they listen to more feedback. But let's talk about regionals and what's going on there. I'm actually a little sad. I'm like actually really well. I'm happy.
You really wanted to go.
I'm really happy for everyone that's going. Right. I think that especially if you're doing the VIP package, because that VIP package is insane for the price point. Insanely good.
It's like 10
Well,
black
it's even
packs
better than
by
like
itself.
we get for the sector.
Yeah,
like,
it's like exponentially better. So let's talk about that. First of all, it's in Spain. It's in northern Spain, which is about a couple hours away from Madrid, which is like the middle of Spain. You could take like a train or a bus there, I think. And there's also an airport, obviously, but like just to be clear, it's a European regional qualifier. It's the only one for this set, right? They're gonna have the limited and constructed events, which is blowing my mind at that point. But the VIP package, so guys, you have to make me recall. You get like a Darth Vader card, which is a promo card. You get a choice of two different mats from two different sets of mats, right? This is all
one of which is the art from the Darth Vader card.
Yeah, two of those
you get. Yeah,
and it's $200 or €200, right? There's packs. You get
10 black packs.
Well, 10 black packs.
That
yeah, those are the promo packs. But then also just regular packs, like cards. You get like three carbonite packs, which is $75 already.
Yep, one from Jump and two from Legends.
Yeah, and then you get Legend of the Force, all the other stuff. What else am I missing? There's all the other.
You get all the prize wall, every promo from the.
You
prize
get one
wall.
of each promo. Yeah,
you get two.
No, two of each.
You get two.
Oh, is it two?
Two of each. Yeah, it's like what? And then you get a pin set, which they didn't show
selling
off.
for like $40 a pop. And like the ones from the Galactics were like, even the bad ones were $40.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like if you get the VIP, you're gonna make your money back. Like you travel there, you get your stuff, you go back home, you just sell it. You sell one of all the extra stuff. You're making money. Like
and
truly,
the Vader promo is the Jump to Lightspeed Vader unit, so the pilot one. Yeah. But the art in that is fantastic, and that's the playmat that you're getting also. Which
one of two that you can choose. You can choose that one or something else.
Well, no, you get that one, and then.
Oh, is it you just get that one? I thought it was. Well, I thought you had to pick between two, and then there was another set of two.
No, that one you get.
Okay.
That's crazy.
And then you pick the other ones.
Yeah. Some of these mats go for like $100. Some of these mats go for like $100.
Oh yeah,
even if they go for like 70.
Especially when they're stamped with regional like qualifier on them.
Yeah. Yeah. So I am super like it's organized play games or OPE. Like that's the vendor that's over
organized
there.
Play events.
Organized play events. Like
I don't know.
Good on E. Yeah, I think it's OPE. Good on you guys. That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's
seriously.
amazing pricing. Like it's just
I'm
not even pricing.
Definitely jealous.
Just like yeah, I'm definitely jealous.
Are they gonna have participant on there? You think? On the mats?
The giant participant.
I think they got the feedback to get rid of that.
If it said anything like competitor, I would have been more okay with that.
Yeah, there was a channel out there that was it Unplayable? They made participants like sweatpants, and they just had participants go down the line on the leg. Nice. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. I don't know. You guys are, I don't think you guys have any strong feelings about the regional qualifiers at all, right? Like it's just there. It's an event.
No, I did think it was. I think it's interesting. Like they did mention on the stream today that like because the limited event happens, I think on the Friday, and then it's day 2 is the what do you call it? The premiere event, right? So there were some questions about like if you qualify for day 2 in the limited event, what happens if you also signed up for the premiere event? And apparently there's going to be some text or some like guidelines regarding that. It sounds like you'll be credited something for it is what the implication was. So that's interesting. So it's like you might as well just sign up for both if you're planning to try and go to either qualify for points or qualify by winning, because if you scrub out on the limited, then you can always get into the premiere, and if the premiere if you do manage to make it to day 2 in the limited, then you don't have to play in the premiere and feel like you wasted money there. So that's kind of nice.
Okay, I didn't know that. You know what? That's interesting because like they're working out the logistics now. So when it comes to the United States, next set, hopefully it's kind of figured out.
That's my one thing is weird to me is that they didn't have a regional as in the US as well. Like they did that last time. Like what was their thinking? I want to know what their thought process was for that to not have a
maybe just not
for the US and for the.
I don't know if it's about the time. I feel just like they're going through vendors, not running it themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And well, maybe I guess like it does come to time. I don't know. It's a good question.
They weren't ready for it and they didn't book this stuff in advance, maybe possibly.
Yeah, but Star City Games is running 2 events, and then OPE is running 2 events. So I guess
the only thing is maybe they didn't want to. I don't know. Did they not want to have it bleed into the next set where it's like, oh, the regionals come in, and now we got the next set. Because like we're going super early in October, right? It's October, 2 weeks in a row. October, first week and second week of October, we get the sectors, and then like when were you going to have the regional? I guess their thought process was, and by the time they sorted out, maybe it was going to be in November, and we got the new set. So
yeah, well, I mean, even if they did the same weekend as Germany, which is November 4th, right? It would have worked out. But again, then you'd have to like. Then it's not fair because you have 2 sectors in the United States and one regional where they only have 1 sector in Europe and then 1 regional. So I think they're just keeping it 2 and 2. Like maybe we're overthinking it.
Yeah, they might just be rotating it. Like I know.
Well, then give us a regional and a sector instead.
I know.
To
be fair, we had the Galactic Championships in America in Las Vegas, and we're always going to have it in Las Vegas. Well, not always. We have next year's in Las Vegas as well. So we just had the actually biggest event. I mean. Yes. Were they super organized? A lot of it, not day 1, but but they figured it out.
Look, they've been learning from it. Like I don't want to give them too much crap about it because like in all honesty, like yes, day 1 was a little bit of a mess, but they learned from that, and it looks like they've learned from their experiences from the first set of sectors and regionals. Like Gil, to your point, they've listened to the feedback and they've incorporated it. So like I give them credit. Like they have they gotten everything right out of the gate? No, but have they been listening to the community? They have been, and I think we're seeing that kind of pay dividends that they're willing to engage in that regard.
Yeah, I think they have been listening to the community as best as they can under the the vice of Disney. So like
making sure they have to run back up the chain.
I'll be honest, like I always heard that there's a lot of like flack was given to FFG in like a lot of different forms of fashion. Like I've been actually okay. Maybe I'm naive in this sense, but like we get a stream pretty much every week. They give updates, they give spoilers. Could they do better with the timeline? Yes, I get it, like because people want to play. But at the end of the day, a lot of these players are going to leave anyway for like Riftbound and stuff like that. So I'm like, meh, like, are you like, okay, it's fine.
I don't think I hope we don't see a lot of like people jump ship because I'll be honest, like I know I've mentioned it in the past. Like I've been playing Gundam for just kind of my fun game effectively. But it's made me really appreciate what's great about SWU. And SWU is really, truly a great competitive card game. There's so many layers of strategy to this game. When you compare it to other card game systems, it doesn't even, they don't hold a candle.
Yeah. SWU is all about you and how well you can do it. You know what I'm saying? The SWU-niverse is amazing. And also, I'm in my SWU form. So I'm plugging gaming. Anyway, that was really bad.
Your rifle, we got to take him down.
Oh my god, please don't. All right, we're running on time, so gentlemen, thank you for joining me today. Appreciate you guys as always. Everyone who's listening out there, thank you for your support. As truly appreciate it always, always and forever. Please remember to like and subscribe if this is your first time listening to the podcast. And until next time, may the force be with you.